Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs, welcome back to another Doctor Who video. Okay, we've just had Wild Blue Yonder, what an episode, really enjoyed it. Not the best episode by any means, but a solid piece of Doctor Who. I know, I've had a quick look online and a lot of people loved it, so if you want to hear my review, go and check it out. It's the next latest video uploaded on the channel. You'll find it on my channel. But as I say, also I've got a proper breakdown review with a panel of people coming out tomorrow, so make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on for that. But I'll stop promoting and talk about this. Oh my god, the Giggle is next week. That's such a weird title. Obviously the title makes sense within the context of the episode because of the puppets and the Toymaker, but the Giggle, it's like, what episode did David Tennant regenerate in? The Giggle. I don't know, I'm still not sold on the title, but I am sold on the look of this episode because, oh my god, Shooty Gatwa, next week, the 15th Doctor, is going to actually be here. But I'll stop rambling and go into some more actual, coherent thoughts. First up, I'm just going to acknowledge this post by the BBC. In loving memory of Bernard Cribbons. It was so emotional. It's definitely my favourite part of the 60th so far. Not even necessarily because of the scene, just because I love Bernard Cribbons and Wilf as a character so much. As a kid, I'd always watch The End of Time, not necessarily because I loved the story, but because of how good Bernard Cribbons is in it. He really makes Series 4 as well. Like, the Doctor and Donna are fantastic together, but when you throw in Wilfred Mott, it's, perfection. And it's such a shame that Bernard Cribbons passed away, but it's a treat for all of us Doctor Who fans, and apparently he had great fun on set as well, that his final job was filming the Doctor Who 60th anniversary. We don't know how much Bernard is going to be involved in the Giggle or in next week's episode. This is the only bit of filming we actually saw him do, which is a shame, and I don't think, according to David Tennant at a Comic-Con panel, I don't think they got all of the footage they wanted with this character, which is a shame, but it's fantastic that they've been able to honour him and have him on screen. I just wanted to talk about that before we get into the stuff, because it's just so nice, and Bernard Cribbons is great. We have a synopsis, and it's kind of a leak. It's not technically a leak, there's no spoilers. This is from a magazine that's supposed to come out on Monday, but it's already out. It doesn't spoil anything. The BBC will be releasing this information soon. It's just a non-spoilery plot synopsis of the Giggle, so we'll give it a little read. Right. The Giggle of a strange puppet is slowly driving the human race insane in the last of the Doctor Who anniversary specials, and it's no laughing matter. Now, this puppet, a lot of people, including myself, have theorised to be Stooky Bill, who was the mannequin puppet thing used in, the first TV broadcasts. He's the puppet that John Logie Bard used in whatever it was, way back, to bring television to the United Kingdom and sort of further the progression of live television and stuff. We might be wrong there, but time period-wise, that is when parts of this episode are set, and we know that that character, John Logie Bard, is in this episode because he's been announced in the casting stuff. So, I think this is going to be Stooky Bill. It's going to be the beginning of television. The Toymaker's going to have done something to corrupt human history, because when they arrived back at the end of Wild Blue Yonder, Wilf's reaction and the reaction of all the people around them, it did seem like this was the sort of norm for Wilf, and that he was expecting that to happen. He knew that people had gone mad. He knew this was happening. He knew the plane was going to crash. Wilf didn't seem that surprised by it. So I'd imagine that while the Doctor and Donna have been away, the Toymaker has caused some universal intergalactic chaos. Also, there was that weird little bit at the end of Wild Blue Yonder where David Tennant's in the TARDIS and he says to Donna, I shouldn't have done that thing with the salt, something at the end of the universe. Maybe I'm missing something there. I don't quite understand what that means, but I'm going to theorise and guess that is something that at the end of the universe he's accidentally contacted the Toymaker, something like that, brought in superstitions. I don't know, how's this all going to tie together? Genuinely have no clue, but something Toymaker-y. Yeah, Toymaker's the big bad of this episode. He's interfering with human history all the way back. Now, the enemy in question is the Toymaker, first portrayed by Michael Gough in 1966, and now played by It's a Sin and How I Met Your Mother star Neil Patrick Harris. I genuinely can't wait to see him in action. Russell has talked in loads of interviews about how great Patrick Harris is in this role, and if any of you have watched the A Series of Unfortunate Events, he plays Count Olaf in that, and he is brilliant. He's so good, he's got so much energy, and I think there is the possibility we're going to get a musical number in this episode. That is just a guess, that is just a theory, but if you look at the trailers and stuff, there's that thing where he's sort of parodying American Beauty, he's throwing all the petals around, so I could see us getting, if you've watched WandaVision as well, like an Agatha All Along type song. I think, yeah, the Toymaker's going to have been puppeteering this. In the little teaser that the BBC released as well, we did see him, like, playing with the Doctor on strings. I'm going to theorise as well, the Toymaker is what caused Donna to throw that coffee onto the TARDIS. I think we'll see him with, like, a puppet version of Donna pulling her hand up so that the coffee spills everywhere. Because, yeah, that would be quite cool. And tying it all together with that would be pretty nice. If you're a Doctor Who villain, you've really got your work cut out to stop David Tennant scampering all over the screen and stealing the show. And Neil is an absolute match for him. It's amazing to watch them going toe-to-toe. The Doctor won't be on his own in this battle, however. As companion Donna Noble, played by Catherine Tate, he'll also be joined by returning fan favourite character Kate Stewart, played by Gemma Redgrave, the head of the International Alien Task Force unit. Now, if you want a slight leak, slight spoiler, because Disney put it in a trailer by accident, Melanie Bush, 7th Doctor companion, is also back in the Giggle. This hasn't been officially announced anywhere, but she is in the background of one of the shots with the Toymaker, so whoopsie-daisy. Also, when filming was taking place, the crowd could overhear Donna saying, "That Mel, she's brilliant, isn't she?" So much for surprises, but very cool. Love to see Mel back. I haven't watched that many Mel episodes, but I feel like Russell is going to do what he did with Sarah Jane and slightly reinvent the character, because it's been many, many years since the Doctor last saw her. This episode will mark Tennant's final appearance as the Doctor, before Sex Education Ncuti Gatwa takes over as the Time Lord. And while Redgrave isn't revealing whether Kate will be back in the next series, she's pleased to have already achieved a lifelong ambition. In the last episode with Jodie Whittaker, I travelled in the TARDIS, she smiles, and then she talks a little bit more about that, which is, that's just niceties, nice stuff. But yeah, it's gearing up for an explosive finale. Is this truly the end for David Tennant? Is this the last time we'll see him in Doctor Who? No, I don't think it will be. It's David Tennant. He's going to come back at some point. He'll probably be the curator in the 100th anniversary episode or something like that. I don't know. I'd love to see David Tennant back. He's so good. And I feel like as well, I know people might say, oh, he's had his time. He has, but he is just brilliant. He's like the modern Tom Baker. He's so good in the role. Letting him have another go at some point, I'm not going to say no. Maybe not as the Doctor fully again, but in a returning capacity, I'd like to see that. However, I'm really, really excited for Ncuti Gatwa. I've got videos discussing the recent pictures of that were released by the BBC, they're not leaks, of the Church on Ruby Road, the Christmas special coming out on Christmas Day, obviously. So go and check those videos out. But that is it for this breakdown of the plot synopsis of The Giggle. Let me know your theories, thoughts and comments in the comments section down below. Thank you very much for watching and goodbye.